We're joined now by Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy of Illinois. He's a member of the Oversight and Intelligence Committees. And worth noting, Congressman, of course, it was Oversight Committee testimony of Michael Cohen, former fixer of the former president. You were among those who questioned him back in 2019, where he testified that Trump had inflated his assets. It was really the origin story of what is culminating today with a judge ordering Trump to pay nearly $355 million in this civil fraud trial. What's your reaction to this order?
I think it's appropriate. It's a natural and logical extension of what happened back in February 2019. And that day is etched in my memory. Michael Cohen came before our committee and told us point blank that Donald Trump routinely inflated his assets for purposes of loans. In that case, I think he talked about a loan that Donald Trump was trying to get to buy the Buffalo Bills. And he talked about how Donald Trump would also inflate his net worth to get onto the Forbes wealthiest people list, and then deflate his assets for purposes of real estate taxes.
Congressman, I'm curious to get your reaction to the statement put out by Trump's attorneys saying that this verdict is a manifest injustice, arguing that it's a politically fueled witch hunt designed to take down Donald Trump. They say they are counting on the appellate division to overturn what they see as an egregious verdict. What do you make of those statements from the former president's legal team?
It looks like a copy and paste in reaction to every single judgment any court has handed down against Donald Trump. They are correct that this will obviously go to an appellate court, but the amount of evidence supporting kind of the misstatements with regard to his financial records is pretty overwhelming. So it'll be very interesting to see how a court of appeals would find in favor of Trump.
Politically, I wonder if you think this changes anything, because so little, certainly it's not going to change anything with his base, but I wonder if you think that this changes anything broadly in the contours of this race, where he is the front runner and could very likely be facing Joe Biden in the race for the presidency.
I'm not sure. It might. I think it might affect the way that Donald Trump conducts himself, knowing that, he has this judgment hanging over his head, knowing that, it kind of punctures a little bit of his own aura of his kind of the persona of being a successful business person. But at the end of the day, I'm not sure how it will affect him politically. It will definitely affect him financially if it's upheld on appeal.
Inversely, Congressman, if you have a chunk of the American populace that sees this decision the way that Trump and his legal team do as a political hit job, doesn't that concern you that a large portion of the country distrusts the justice system?
It would concern me, but I think that I'm more concerned about, how independent voters view this than necessarily the base of the Republican Party or Donald Trump's own supporters. I think what we see is that, folks who are independents and so forth, they just don't want somebody who is necessarily embroiled in this much litigation and these repeated financial scandals. All that being said, we as Democrats have to up our own game as we go into the elections, and we can't just rely on these scandals playing out in courtrooms as a path to victory.
Congressman, thank you so much. We appreciate your time today, Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy.
Thank you so much.